Hey guys, welcome back to Max's Horn Sci-Fi Movie Vault Reviews. Today, I'm going to be looking at The Prophecy from 1979. Now, The Prophecy is a 70s horror movie that has a blend of sci-fi and eco-horror. Now, the film is basically about this couple that goes to Maine for an ecological study, and turns out from this factory, mercury is being put into the nature and causing mutations in different species, which leads to them killing the people at the state park or whatever it looks like. Now, I think this film it really surprised me how good it was. I think the two main characters, who are the couple in the film, have great chemistry, and the wife of the couple is actually the person who was in Rocky. She was Sylvester Stallone's wife. She was also in Godfather, my fault. The Prophecy is just a really cool movie. I definitely liked it. I definitely think it did have some interesting stuff for how it was looked at in the environment, because the native people there on that place were trying to keep the plant or the factory from giving all these mutations, and it's really messed up because what they do to the natives is they force them hey, let us cross through or else we'll kill you. It feels messed up, but yeah. Now the film has some really cool special effects. For the mutations, they're pretty spot on with being not only horrifying but incredibly heartbreaking. Basically, they find these two cubs, and half of their body is just pink flopped over flesh, and the other is some hair spots. It's really heartbreaking to see. Thankfully, they're able to somewhat resuscitate the animal, but then the bear comes in. Now, the bear isn't really the center focus of the film. It's more about the two main characters finding out what's going wrong in this state park. But when it does show the bear, it's really good, because not only is it very scary from the special effects that it has, but also this bear can put some damage in a human being. My gosh, he just full on 15 feet tall, just backhands anybody and they're dead. So, some real power coming from this bear. Now, this film isn't, too scary, and I know I call it a horror and sci-fi vault. This is more on a horror side than anything. It's just more, ecological and about nature and what's going on than anything else. But for the horror side, I will say I got jump scared 4 times. Spoiler alert, a new bear comes out of nowhere in the ending, out of just nowhere. And then, 3 times they think they've killed the bear, and the bear just comes back up. So, really insane, because in the end of the scene, the bear, just destroys the cabin the couple's living in. And it's just an all-out brawl. So, yeah, that was very good. Now, I do recommend this Prophecy as a movie, but also the Shout Factory Blu-ray. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's about it. And Talia Shire is the name of the girl who was playing the wife and was in Rocky. So, yeah, once you see Rocky and you see her in this movie, it's kind of just thinking of Sylvester Stallone calling her name over and over. If you've seen Rocky, of course. Also, I think Robert Foxworth might be the name of the male lead. He kind of looks like the guy from the Amityville Horror with the curly hair. I'm so triggered I forgot his name, because he was also in the car. But he looks like the lead from the Amityville Horror. So I'm just saying, kind of reminded me of him. But yeah, I don't know if I'm getting the cast right, but I'm pretty sure Robert Foxworth is the name of the husband in the couple. He also does some really solid acting, because he's kind of on the fence of, do I go into this nature place or do I respect the natives? Because the thing about the natives is not only are they being wronged, people are dying, and it's really doing bad stuff to the nature, and they find the nature to be sacred and part of their culture. So it is really kind of annoying to see these people just coming in and being really rude, which is very messed up to me. But yeah, I will say, Robert Fox, I can't speak today, as always. Robert Foxworth, he also does a really good role here. Another shocker in this film is, like, right when they're trying to resuscitate the baby cub and the bear is, like, on the verge of attacking, out of nowhere, Talia Shire's character says, "I'm pregnant," and, like, she doesn't want to have a bad baby. And I was already so invested in this film, and then, like, this comes out of nowhere, which, I mean, it's kind of a sad part of the film, not only because, like, this could be really bad, but the reason I don't really like this part of the film is because it never really focuses on it. And I usually try not to, like, hate too much on these films, but for this one part, when they bring up the pregnancy of it, like, I'm like, oh, snap, this is going to be something insane, like, maybe her baby, like, kills everybody, or some insane, like, twisted boss baby stuff. But it's just, like, mentioned as a shocker, and I feel like the film could have done better stuff with that. But still, some really cool acting. The opening scene, by the way, yeah, that's something I have to talk about. It's pretty brutal. It has these, like, 3 hikers, and they're maybe hunting dogs. I couldn't really tell if they were hunting. But they're on this cliff, and one guy just decides to go off, and you just hear a scream. And then another guy goes down there, because that's horror movie logic, and then he gets killed. And then a dog gets killed. Now, me personally, whenever a dog gets killed, I instantly kind of hate the movie. I let some slide. A dog got killed in Revenge of the Creature, it's fine. Dog got killed in Halloween, it's fine. But, like, if it's just, like, a film I, like, am, like, about, and then the dog gets killed, no. This one had a dog killed, too, but one of the dogs survived, so I was like, thumbs up, woohoo, let's go. And the way you can tell that is because when the couple arrives in a yellow car, the dog is 100 feet in the air being spiraled around by this helicopter in, like, a hammock. It's insane. I guess that's how they rescue dogs. But yeah, and just the showing what happened during the opening scene, the way they got mutilated is also pretty insane. And that brings me to another part of this film. I love how well they hide the bear. Like, it's very, like, hidden, and it's only shown until, like, the final, like, 30 to 40 minutes. So it's very effective. It's no Jaws when they show the shark until, like, the very end with the boat climax, but it's still pretty effective. Now, I think that's all I got to say for Prophecy. I really enjoyed this film. A very interesting eco-horror movie, and when I say eco-horror, I don't want anybody to go instantly to, like, Sam Elliott and Frogs, because it's not that bad. Not that Frogs was even bad, it was just, like, it's nowhere near as good as Prophecy. Now, I think there's also another movie called Prophecy, so don't get confused with that. I think the other Prophecy was, like, a franchise and had, like, 2 sequels. I don't even know, I've just seen it at the video rental place that I go to, so, yeah, just don't get confused with that, I guess. It's called Prophecy, the monster movie, if you want to be specific about it. But yeah, that's basically my review for Prophecy. I'd really give this, like, a solid 8.5 out of 10. I thought it had good pacing, some really good acting, and for the monster and the jump scares themselves, I think they were really good. Now, you might not get caught by the jump scares, but I kind of did, because it's just no music for 50 seconds of staring at the boom. But yeah, again, really enjoyed Prophecy, 8.5 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I definitely recommend it. It's a very interesting movie from the late 70s, and that's kind of a really good era for, like, any horror movie. So yeah, that's my review of Prophecy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a nice day, and peace.